we are calling on MEPs to sign up to the Act for Animals commitment and to pledge they will take action on 14 important animal welfare topics. And these topics vary from better protecting animals during live transport, ending live exports, replacing animals being used for testing and research, making sure that horses are better protected, that the illegal trade in animals will be tackled. We want to really find better solutions to trade puppies, and we believe it's important to end the use of wild animals in circuses.
I have a bit of extra hope for the new Commission. It was great to hear a number of the hearings, the animal welfare coming up from the commissioners by themselves. But honestly, words is one thing. What we really need is an action and finally see that things are changing, because the last 5 years haven't been very good for the improvement of animal welfare. What we need to act on is a very wide range of issues. From the puppy trade, where we need to properly implement the European animal health law, to really look at the CAP from animal welfare as well as environmental perspective, down to what I would say is almost obvious issues like fur farming or animals in circuses.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of domains, as you see, in different domains where we have to fight. But if we had already a general framework law guaranteeing the welfare of the animals and more controls, more enforcement of the rules that are existing, and we'll need also more severe regulations. For example, on animal transport, we Greens, we would like have a maximum of 4 hours. But if we had already regulation of 8 hours and no export of animals outside the European Union, that would already be quite a success.
I mean, animal rights is really close to my heart. I've been active in the area for most of my adult life. I've worked in the UK for the Vegetarian Society, which is based in the UK, and I'm also involved in the NHS, and dietetics is my profession. I think it's really important that we link animal welfare and animal rights to the environment, because after all, we share the planet and we share the environment with our fellow species.
I think it's enormously important. I think we're treating animals in an undecent way. We've recognized in the treaty, the EU treaty, that animals are sentient beings, but we don't treat them as sentient beings when you look at the millions of live transports that are far too long where animals suffer. So I think we need new legislation, and I'm going to fight for that.
When you meet your constituents, when you're on the doorstep, is this an issue that they bring up?
It's an issue which is important to many people and many voters in my constituency. I think it has grown in importance, and more people are concerned about animal welfare and the lack of animal welfare. So it's certainly something which many people care about in Denmark.